Hello, Grade 4 students, and welcome to a new lesson. Today's lesson is from Module 7, Project 2. As for the objectives of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to write instructions about how to make something. Please, Grade 4 students, open your student's book on page 85 and your workbook on page 88. Let's recall what we read in the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, in student book page 85, activity number 1, we read the instructions and steps on how to make a bookmark. Let's give clear instructions. Look at the picture. The verb is close. So, if Ahmed wants to give an instruction to someone to close the door, he would say, close the door. So he starts the sentence with the verb in the base form. Also look at the picture. What is written under it? Mix. Let's help Ahmed. He needs to start with the verb. So he would say, mix the eggs. Good job. Now let's give more instructions. The verb under the picture is slice. We need to give instructions to slice the tomato. So Ahmed would say, slice the tomato. Excellent. Look over here. The verb is peel. So, what would Ahmed say? He would say, peel the orange. Now it's time to move to workbook page 88, activity number 2. Number 2. Read how to make a pencil holder from a recycled can. Then, look at the pictures and write 1 to 4 to put them in order. Work with a partner to write the instructions under each picture. In this case, we are not going to work with a partner, but we are going to do it together. Get ready! Now read with me what the girl says and help me number the pictures and give instructions. The girl says, first, I took an empty can. Look for a picture that shows an empty can. Which one is it? Excellent. It's this one, number 1. Now give clear instructions. We would say, first, comma, take an empty can. Good job. Make sure you end your sentences with full stops. Now pause the video and complete. Let's move on. Read along. Then I cleaned it. Which picture shows someone cleaning a can? It's this one, number 2. And the instruction would be, then, comma, clean it, full stop. Let's continue reading. Next, I used some glue and paper to decorate it. Can you look for a picture with glue and paper? It's this one, number 3. Let's give instructions. Next, comma, use some glue and paper to decorate it. And full stop. Excellent. Let's continue reading. Finally, I added some ribbons and buttons and put my pencils in it. Isn't it nice? And this one is number 4. Good job. And the sentence would be, finally, add some ribbons and buttons and put your pencils in it. Good job, grade 4. Let's recall what Ahmed said in the previous lesson. He said, I can make many things from recyclable materials. He said he can make toys, flip-flops, coin bank, pencil case. And today he is going to show us how to make a coin bank, which is a container people keep coins in. And now follow with Ahmed how to make a coin bank. Ahmed says, to make a coin bank, we need the following materials. Follow with Ahmed. We need a can, colored paper, a cutter, and please, whenever you want to use a cutter, make sure an adult helps you. And finally, we need glue. Step 1. Take an empty can with a plastic lid. Step 2. Follow with Ahmed. Cover with a colored paper. You need to get any colored paper with whatever color and cover it. Step 3. In order for you to cover the can, you need to stick the colored paper with glue. Step 4. Use a cutter to make a hole in the plastic lid. And again, in this step, make sure an adult helps you. Step 5, and this is the final step. You need to decorate your coin bank the way you like to make it look nice. After listening to Ahmed telling us how to make a coin bank, now it's time for paragraph writing. Make sure when you write the paragraph, you use the ideas that Ahmed mentioned with the sequence words. First, then, next, after that, finally. On the left side of the screen, you can see the steps of making a coin bank. Let's write a paragraph. The title would be How to Make a Coin Bank. Step number 1. Take an empty can with a plastic lid. How can you form it? We need to start with first, comma, take an empty can with a plastic lid, and you end your sentence with a full stop. We are done with the first step. Let's move to the next one. Read it with me. Cover with a colored paper. We would say, then, comma, cover with a colored paper, and we use a full stop. And we are done with this step. Let's continue with the third step. Read it with me. Stick the colored paper with glue. We need to use a sequencing word, so we use next, comma, stick the colored paper with glue, and we end the sentence with a full stop. We are done with this step. Let's continue. Read the next one with me. Use a cutter to make a hole in the plastic lid. Again, when you want to do this step, make sure an adult helps you. Let's go back to the paragraph. We need to start with a sequencing word. So we say, after that, comma, use a cutter to make a hole in the plastic lid. And we end the sentence with a full stop. We are done with this step. And for the final step, read it with me. Decorate your coin bank. It's the final step, so we start with finally, comma, decorate your coin bank, and we end the sentence with a full stop. Now, we have finished writing the paragraph, and we used 5 complete sentences with no mistakes. What about you? What can you make? Can you make toys, flip-flops, a coin bank, or a pencil case from recyclable materials? Remember, you need to refer to this checklist to check your writing. Make sure you check your spelling, capitalization, punctuation, grammar to use the imperative when you give instructions, and sequencing words. And at the end, make sure you check your handwriting. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.